Flats. Brent, did you get Splatoon 3? Walmart has it for $57.88 currently. Yeah. Slight discount. They used to do all the first parties at $10 less. Which was my jam. Matter of fact, she'll be here in a minute. Oh, Lordy. Do you need me? Of course. All right, Brant, did you add anything to the news since Wednesday? Which one? I have to pull that one up. That's a lot of Assassin's Creed, he says. I'll take that's a lot of Assassin's Creed for 400. Oh, your mother likes Assassin's Creed, does she? Where'd Cesar go? He's gone. Where'd he go? Is that our second story? Not Cesar. The Assassin's Creed. After Halo Infinite? Halo Infinite and then that? Okay. Yeah, there we go. I've got it. I've got it in order. Matter of fact, she'll be here in a minute. Yeah. Did we go live? Did y'all get a notification? Yes. NOFODcast is live. Thank you, one viewer, for 2.5 minutes. It's me. I know, it's me. Is it gone? Yeah, it's me with the phone. The phone near the microphone goes insane. I don't know why it does it. I hear it too. It's bad. Kind of. I hear it now. I hear something. It's not like... Alright, you guys ready to rock? I want to rock. Yeah. Where's Skype? Here we are. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 224 of the NOFODcast. We are No Outside Food or Drink, the Southeast premier video game podcast. Tonight, lots of news. We have a new roadmap for Halo. What, like Halo 3, Halo 2? What is this? That's a lot of Assassin's Creed, question mark. What amount of Assassin's Creed is a lot? What is our barometer for Assassin's Creed? Cyberpunk expansion announced. What could that mean? Microsoft Activision deal still causing drama. I don't see why that would happen. New Switch hardware, and we have your September Game Pass games. I am one of your hosts, Richard Bergman, joined tonight by Newsmaster Brant McKee. I'm doing well. How are you? I was not well, and I'm doing better now. Thank you for checking in on me. It was a multitude of challenges last Wednesday night for that was our barrier for recording. Along with the Newsmaster, we are of course joined by Lore Master Cesar Concepcion II. Cesar, welcome. Give us some of your lore. Page Master. Which McCulkin brother are you? He's confused. He's lost. He's the lost McCulkin. Cesar, are you with us? Blink twice if you need help. Do you need help? Do you still need help? For a podcast, it's probably not good content. All right, let's get to it. Cesar's somewhat here with us. There's a new roadmap for Halo. Oh, I think we all talked about this at some point. I'm quite annoyed, but as I read into it, I was not as annoyed as I was to start with. Halo Infinite's co-op and Forge modes are delayed to November. Season 3 is delayed even further to March 2023, says Tom Warren of The Verge, not from Windows Central. 343 Industries is delaying its next season of Halo Infinite to March 2023. That is Season 3, by the way. Expanding its current season that started in May to 10 months long instead of the original promised 3 months. Brant, you have a chance of completing this season pass. It may happen. It may happen for you. I was in shambles thinking I would not complete it before the next one, and boy, I was wrong. I was the first one this time, yeah, and then I'm playing Halo Infinite and not seeing the numbers go up, which is the reason I play Halo Infinite. While Halo Infinite players are desperate for fresh content, the long-awaited Forge beta has also been delayed and will launch on November 8th alongside the co-op mode. Forge was originally planned for September, and it will allow Halo Infinite players to edit multiplayer levels and build new maps to share with fellow players. It was hugely popular in previous Halo games, and leaks have shown that Forge and Halo Infinite looks like it will be a lot of fun for players. I have seen some of these maps that people have done, or like redone in Forge, and they look incredible. It's truly like people will not go back to vanilla Halo at this point once this comes out, I would think. 343 Industries is launching 2 new multiplayer maps alongside Forge on November 8th, and they're both built using the Forge editor. So the community is already creating their content that they're rolling out as official content. Campaign co-op and mission replay will also be available on November 8th after a delay from a late August target. But this was, 2 years ago? We thought this was going to be a thing? Yeah. But 343 Industries is sadly scrapping plans for a local split-screen co-op mode. There are currently still ways to play this if you would like to. You can still play. Yeah. Even on like the original Xbox One, like the old VCR one, it's fine. I don't get this. This one throws me for a loop. In order to improve and accelerate ongoing live service development and to better address player feedback and quality of life updates, we have reallocated studio resources and are no longer working on local campaign split-screen co-op, said 34 Industries in a statement to IGN. I will drop back for a second, and Bonnie Ross of 343 Industries, who has long steered this Halo ship in the current condition it is, told us after the aftermath of Halo 5 that there will never not be a split-screen Halo game. And here we are, and it runs on the original. How does this happen? How many of those are still out there? How many original Xbox Ones are like holding back all this stuff and it works on it? Like, how is this a thing? This kills me. I don't get this. No. Even the 1S. The 1S is an amazing step up. Yeah. I think of The Witcher too, like The Witcher 3. That was originally planned for PS3 and 360. Ooh, that would have been a bad experience. Yeah, that would have been rough. Players have been complaining about the XP system in Halo Infinite ever since its launch, and the new winter update will include new ways to earn XP. Instead of being forced to complete challenges, there will be a new match XP beta that lets players level up alongside completing the battle pass, which would have benefited all of us again. This article doesn't go into it, but well, they do touch on it here at the end. So Season 3 launches March 7th, 2023. That is a new 100 tier battle pass, right? Like we've been doing with these previous two. What this Verge article doesn't mention is that November update will include a 30 tier free battle pass, which bridges the gap to that March update. So that will at least be something for players to play it and unlock and see the numbers go up and that sort of thing until then, which I've paid for the battle passes the past 2 rounds. I think Cesar did as well. So that $20 has been worth my time for the hundreds of hours I put into it at this point. But that 30-point battle pass will be free for everyone in November. Was it November 8th, I think, when the co-op and all that drops? Give me the ass in the Creed. Oh my god, look at that. Look at that JPEG they included. It's like 20 different assassins across that JPEG. Whew. That lines up with my career path, so I do believe that is the right number. Get ready. Yeah. Your Xbox Ones. Brent, you say like that, like I have multiple Xbox Ones. Your Xbox Ones. All of your Xbox Ones. Please whiteboard. If you're watching on the YouTube or Twitch, please pause while Brant brings up his whiteboard and we'll break down which console it is. The deluxe one had like an extra DLC thing or something that I was seeing, but it's only $50, right? And it turned into a full deal. I've paid more for less. We all have. That video looked good. That video looked damn good. I did too. Yeah. I'm in the same boat. That was such a next gen game. It was like, oh my gosh. You, yeah. He does the thing. He does the thing. Killzone 2 wants you to hold their beer on. And the Spider-Man puddles that they talked about for so long, stupidly, stupid ass puzzles. Yeah, the importance, the overall importance of all this. I mean, they break down some specific genres, but the importance is that they road mapped the future of the franchise. Right? They told us what's coming up across multiple genres, platforms, game types, all that stuff. Mobile. Oh, it's way down, Brant. Mm-hmm. Oh, I didn't see that until now. Brotherhood had a strong multiplayer. Yeah, strong multiplayer element. It broke up the formula enough with the multiplayer. Yeah, it wasn't the Assassin's Creed as a service that you wanted at the time. Is this going to be like the download from? We talked about this a couple weeks ago. Like you download it from the Netflix app type game, or is it just going to be a game by Netflix? How does that work? Right. 3, right? Yeah. Rayman. It's Rayman. Cesar, bring back Rayman. Rayman Creed. That's it. The hub that combines all future Assassin's Creed experiences. They have like Marvel phases. Yeah. Cesar, no spoilers. Was Desmond Miles, did he get a happy ending based off of all the bullshit he went through? They didn't finish him? Like Scorpion? Is that when all the Jade Raymond stuff was going on? Ease? It's not Ease. Is somebody vacuuming? I heard like a vacuuming noise. Is it my ear? Who's the original guy, Cesar? I'm thinking of who it is too. That's Assassin's Creed for you. Assassin's Creed. Oh, this thing's all fucked. Patrice. Yep. Right, right. Where did he go? They had a, but there was a major game where he landed at that he did, right? That's what it was. Yeah. There you go. It was a parody. It was a parody of Ubisoft. Desmond's father's still around. Ooh. I know that symbol. I know that symbol, Brant. Is she, though? The blade moves. It's fine. Everything's fine now. It's fine now. Oh, God. Is that all our Assassin's Creed updates? It'll be fine. Let's just touch on this story real quick. It's good. Desmond's fingers are fine. Desmond's fine. All right, as Cesar told us, with no spoilers. Next up, this comes from VideoGameChronicles.com. VideoGamesChronicle.com from Tom Ivan. The S is always the possessive is always in the wrong place. Cyberpunk 2077 expansion Phantom Liberty is coming to new-gen consoles and PC in 2023. Johnny Silverhand will return alongside a new cast of characters in a quote-unquote spy thriller expansion. Revealed during a Night City Wire broadcast on Tuesday, which is viewable in full above. Follow that link for VideoGamesChronicle.com. The spy thriller expansion will feature the return of Johnny Silverhand, the character played by Keanu Reeves, alongside a new cast of characters. It's coming to PC, PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and Stadia only, with CD Projekt announcing that the game's new Edgerunners update, also known as Patch 1.6, will be the last major update for the PS4 and Xbox One versions of Cyberpunk 2077. So if you've not upgraded your consoles yet and you love Cyberpunk, this is now the reason to do so as of next year. This update will not come to those consoles. I saw there was a big update for Series S, which got them, I think, a high frame rate mode. It was still low resolution, but it got the Series S players an expected high frame rate mode, which is what other new gen, is that what we're calling it? Thanks to Tom Ivan from VideoGamesChronicle.com. I think Cesar's been calling it current gen. I think we're going with current gen. Right. Right. Those are current gen. Next gen is now PlayStation 6. Yeah. How does this happen to us? Do I try to fix it or no? Alright. Let's knock this one out. Let's figure it out later. Right? And I haven't changed anything. Nothing's changed. Everybody's good. Everybody should be good. I did no such thing. We're good. We're good since last week. Alright, what's next up? Call of Duty. Someone tell me about this Call of Duty game. I can't wait to play on PlayStation 6. No? Ease? Ease 8? Right, right. Essentially, what does that exclusivity agreement mean for us? Right? Oh, Uncle Phil. Uncle Phil's he's a lawyer, so he knows the right type of letters to send. Here's my take. No one asked me. Here's what I have to say. What does that end up being? Don't name names. What exactly does several years mean? It's their baby. Right. Right. And Minecraft for them is like the tier 1 example, right? You can boot that up on a million different consoles and see Xbox Game Studio, Minecraft, Switch, PS4, PS5, PSVR. 3DS. You're right. Wii U. Yeah. I think I think that's in the right vicinity, but Call of Duty, you have to remember in 3 years, like what is Call of Duty gonna be versus what it was 3 years ago? Even now, it's just not. All the Call of Duty players that I know are no longer playing that game in any capacity. So, you guys know any Call of Duty players like that? Cesar, I know you only play campaigns. Or Warzone. Like I see everybody on Warzone. Right. NBA Live. Yeah. NBA 2K. That was your jam. It's the thing. Which one? Are people playing the new one or are they still playing Siege? Yeah, right. They tried to replace it with Extraction and it's wasn't that originally called like Rainbow Six Pandemic or something? Wasn't there a weird Yeah, they had to. It was bad naming convention. Not on their fault, but just the way everything broke down. I miss Sean Layton. I do. Fuck him. Fuck him. Let him take it. We'll bring back SOCOM. SOCOM was bigger anyways. Right. Right. Twisted Metal, whatever. But a lot of the major Sony properties, about to say a lot of Sony first party properties right now are a movie or a TV show tie-in. We got Horizon on, yeah. Yes, there we go. Bring it up, Brant. Bring it up, Brant. Bring it up. Really? You can do it. Really? What is it out on? Even Xbox One and PS4? Wow. All I saw was Velma was no longer. When they have a multiverses amiibo out. They're big. Those are big franchises that are coming to that. Like it's a serious. Yeah, it's not a halfway attempt. You see these clones that just kind of dial it in, like that Nickelodeon one. No, that's the Racer I'm thinking of. The first Racer game had like 6 franchises, maybe. But I think the Nickelodeon Smash, yeah, I think that one was okay. I think that they're still supporting that one. I think it did well. Okay, I can't wait to hear that. I have yet to check it out, so here we go. Sometimes it is a mess, huh? All right, we have new Nintendo hardware. This comes from Tom Ivan at videogameschronicle.com. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Switch OLED model revealed alongside new game trailer. The special edition console will launch on November 4th, close to a very significant Guy Fawkes Day, with a suggested retail price of $360 US. This does not come with a copy of the game. It is noted later in the article. Yeah, I know. Here's this great version. Here's your Super Mario World version of the Super Nintendo. It does not come with a copy of Super Mario World. Splatoon 3 is up there too. They're the only ones doing that, right? Yeah. Here, it's worth it. It's a pretty console. It's a pretty console. But you would think you would get the game. Like even those new 3DS consoles, you got the Pokemon Red or Blue or whatever it was with each one of those. With the faceplates and such. Minimum. Bare minimum. Digital code. Yeah. These do not come with that. Yeah, we cried. We cried, and look how they showed us. Yeah. Yep. So that's what it would be, as Cesar brings up. That's what it would be today if we got a Wind Waker HD special edition Switch, you would not get Wind Waker HD. You would just get the console. You wouldn't get the high. Would it come with Hyrule Historia also, the digital copy of that? You don't get either one of those. You just get the console. That's all you get. We cried. Look what happened. They punished us. They kicked us the wrong direction. Mm-hmm. Red and purple? Scarlet and violet? Yeah. You have to tell me, Brant. I'm worried about colors here recently. So if you say that's blue, I'm just worried about myself. It looks purple to me. We come from the red and blue generation. Mm-hmm. Homages to the game. Yeah. Right. Quaxley. The, it's sharp. I like the Splatoon one. I don't know. I like the Splatoon one. The dock is pretty too. New, upgraded. Which we might be talking about the name of that title next episode. Metroid Prime. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. So Brant, Cesar and I were pretty early upgraders with the Switch OLED. We got a steep discount on that first model. Are there any of these special editions or anything that have like convinced you to maybe jump on one of those versus waiting for next hardware? Yeah. And I've even it's gorgeous, but I've tried to show my brother, friend of the show Russell, and it's like as they're side by side, it's so noticeable. But if you're not looking at those side by side, it's like it doesn't run any differently. It's not any sort of it's not a PS4 Pro advantage type thing. So it's like I don't know the difference. I've been playing on this thing since was it 2017 that thing came out. uh yeah, we have one in my household as well. So and it's still going strong. It's a dedicated Minecraft machine at this point. Really? Are they? Okay. The hackability of them. Put it on my wall. Right, because those stores aren't supported. Hmm. Next up. We some other capacity, yeah. That's better than my viral tweet where I ran into someone that says I got crabs from Splatsville. Somebody in the lobby said I got crabs from Splatsville. It's like, what? Game of the year. I decided that was it from there on out. All right, Brant, are you getting this OLED Switch, the Pokemon one? You guys y'all are maxed out on Switches in the household, right? So yeah, there's no advantage to upgrading. And I recently encountered a Switch Lite and was messing around with one. And I really like them. They're nice. They're really nice. I know. Cesar showed us his when it came out, like, what, 2 or 3 years ago at this point? And it's like, that's pretty great. I'm strangely trying to sell mine on getting one because a friend of hers recently acquired one, and she loved Picross 3D on the 3DS. She loved Picross 3D. And I got her another Picross game at some point, and she was not a fan because you couldn't rotate the puzzles and look at it the same way. So I know there's like Picross S, is it S1 through 7 essentially now on the Switch? Like the Genesis one, the Master System. Yeah, there's all kinds of Picrosses on there. Yeah, and I totally think that would be her jam. But in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, you did not like anything outside of rotating those 3D puzzle ones on the 3DS. That was totally what made Picross for her. Was seeing those puzzles like it was. We'll see. I may download a demo and see if it catches her eye. Quaxley. I just like Quaxley out of there. Alright, last but not least, coming to Xbox Game Pass. A lot of people are playing this game. Disney Dreamlight Valley. Which is like Animal Crossing-esque, but Disney characters. And Sims. Which has a chance to be a big hit between those two markets, right? When I think of... Honestly, I hate the label of casual games, right? There's no... What is a casual game? There's games you play and there's games you don't play. It's like there's not this in-between... I hate that term, honestly. I feel like it's a shortcoming for... Like Picross. Is that a casual game? It's a great game. Who cares? Dr. Mario, is that... Huh? I do for games like this. And like Animal Crossing, casual gamers. Casual gamers love this. I hate that. It's like, those people... I consider myself to be a gamer. I was intimidated by Animal Crossing. And that's a casual game. Yeah. It's just one of those things. It's like, this label just does not casual gaming. Is that Candy Crush? That's just, it's a mobile game. Yeah, I don't think that's a casual. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. Anyways, we have Disney Dreamlight Valley, The League of Super Pets, The Adventures of Crypto and Ace, Brant's all-time favorite simulator, You Suck at Parking, Train Sim World 3, Despot's game, Metal Hellslinger, which I've seen a bunch of clips of this where you shoot alongside a metal soundtrack, and it's almost like a Crypto the Necro Dancer type thing, but with a shooter. Opus Magnum, I can't read that subtitle. Ashes of the Singularity, Escalation. Those are the games coming to Xbox Game Pass. There are a bunch leaving. Oh, no. These are some big games, too. I hate this list. Oh, God, I hate this list the more I read. Oh, God, I hate this list. Which, the sequel's coming up. That seems like a missed opportunity, right? Or is that an opportunity to reintroduce it to Game Pass? It has. I agree with Cesar. If you wanted to play this title, it's been there for a long time. But the new one's coming out. Like, that would be a good chance to have it there ready for everybody else, right? He is playing it? Oh, okay. We should get Renee on here. We should get Renee on here to talk games one day. This one hurts. This is the Paper Mario game. Sapling. Slapping. Two totally different games, Brant. The Everlasting Slapping. That's huge, because that is a great next-gen translation of that game. That sucks. Sure. Sure, Brant, if that's how you want to identify. Brant is fish. Tap for mayonnaise. Yeah, you tap. Like a guppy? Right. But the new one, the air bubbles come way briefer. Cesar beat it with the bullshit air bubbles. We watched. I was there too. I beat it. I was there. I was there. It was not right. Something was wrong. Skatebird is a big hit, I think. Really? Interesting. Metal Slug might come up in a couple minutes. Oh, that's the end of news. Let's go into games played. Let's talk about the Metal Slug. So those who are not on this podcast that may be unaware, I was on a trip the past week. And part of that trip was going to a arcade, like an arcade bar setup in Asheville, North Carolina, which I kind of think the three of us could support one of these easily and have a good time with. So what you would do is, the premise was you would get a band, like Six Flags or something like that, where it was they checked your ID and you got this was your alcohol pass, but you would pay $10 and it was unlimited games for whatever they had. And the main feature of this, I sent you guys pictures from this place. The main feature of this place was pinball, which has been totally, it's out of my league. I don't need something else to collect. Please, God, don't let it be another hobby. I like it, but no thanks. I played a couple of the pinball games. They had a bunch of the Stern tables. They had a bunch of Williams tables. I played the TMNT Stern game, and it's weird to me. So I've been out of pinball for I've never been into pinball, but I haven't played a pinball game in a long time. And this one had an LCD screen as part of the placard or whatever that backing part is that you look at. So as I'm playing TMNT and I'm playing pinball, I hit it into an area of, what you're trying to shoot it into. I don't know. I do not know what that term is in pinball. And so my turtles went into the pizza parlor. So as the ball goes into that spot, I get this thing on the LCD screen where you see them like walk into the pizza parlor and I get bonus points. And then there's like a game based off the pinball bits of that type stuff. But I played the TMNT game. I played a Led Zeppelin game. I think that was a Williams pinball table where you pick a Led Zeppelin theme. You pick a song from their catalog, and then you're just in whatever game that is as you go. And I suck at pinball. I wish I was better, and I could tell you there's like these great level tiers and all sorts of stuff that you can go through. What else did I play? There was another big one there. Led Zeppelin, TMNT. Was it a Marvel one or something? I don't know. Those were the two big ones that stood out. But this barcade also had consoles, and you could check out games for these consoles. And so you would scan a QR code. You go to this wall, and there's 3 TVs, and there's all these consoles set up. There's Dreamcast, PS2, Xbox 360, GameCube, TurboGrafx. They had a TurboGrafx, and some of the people in my party checked out a game. They're like, "We don't know what this is," and I'm that person. I'm like, "Oh, this was a NEC thing. It was huge in Japan. It beat out the Genesis, but it was not marketed well here, and it kind of sucked. So nobody ended up buying it or playing it." And they played Bonk's Adventure. It was fun watching. It's fun watching people play Bonk's Adventure for the first time because it's on a card, right? So you see them slide it into the TurboGrafx, and it's not a cartridge or anything else from that era. So that was pretty exciting. But they were playing on LCD screens, which in my eyes, like, I don't know. If I were to do this, I would definitely make sure that was not a thing. Yes, amen. But I get for the convenience and the setup that they had, because they had this wall, right? Like kind of like where I'm facing. And then right behind it is where they had a couple arcade cabinets. So they had like an MVS machine right here. They had Burger Time. There was a bunch like right behind arcade cabinets, right behind where those consoles were set up. But it was cool. Like they had, and their whole shtick, because they had a QR code next to the consoles, and you scan the QR code, and then it told you what they had for each console that you could check out. So your $10 got you access to any of these systems that you wanted. And then you would just scroll through and find out, what games they had for the systems, and then go up to the counter and say, "Hey, I want to play this. I want to check this out," that sort of thing. So they had the multi-tap for the TurboGrafx, but they didn't have Bomberman. And I'm like, this was my chance. I could have played, because I have the Bomberman game, but I don't have the Turbo Tap. It's like, man, this was my chance. I could have done it. But it was really cool that they had all this stuff, and their whole shtick is they're authentic. So the Xbox is not modded. They don't have any flashcards for the Genesis. They don't have a bootable turbo, was a hue card for the TurboGrafx, that kind of thing. Each game that you checked out, and when I looked at Bonk, like when we checked out Bonk, they brought us the disc, or they brought us the card. It had the manual and everything, and I'm like, okay, they're going for a thing here. And at the same time, I'm like, man, if I knew this place was up here, I would have brought them some donations. I would have brought them stuff like out of my surplus so they could check them out for people and things like that, because they didn't have Top Spin for Xbox. It's like, this would have been a great game for Xbox. You could have had this available for people to play this tennis game. But that place was really, really, really cool. It is called Level 256 in Asheville, North Carolina. Do either of you guys know what the Level 256 reference is? Pac-Man. That's it. That is the kill screen from Pac-Man. If you get to 256, it glitches out. That's it. When you get there, it's a no-go. I believe it is also famously referenced in Ready Player One. The book / Yep, the book / movie that catches so much shit for no ungodly reason. They didn't? I never seen the movie. I love the book. I never seen the movie. God, I read the book 2 houses ago. That sounds a certain way, but that's it's like 10 years in the Richard timeline. Yeah, but people, they catch shit for it. Like, even the author catches shit for writing that sort of fan service. You guys would love this place. I bought a bunch of stickers from them. I'll give you each a sticker from this place. I got a t-shirt from them. I thought it was awesome. $10 to play all these games. And then you had a full bar. They didn't really have any food, but it was anything you could drink, basically. And Asheville as a whole was full of breweries and places you could walk to and get any beer you wanted to, barbecue all over the place. It was just an awesome place to visit. While we were up there, friend of the show, Russell, convinced me to take a bunch of Xboxes up there, Xbox Ones that is, and for the purpose of playing Master Chief Collection. So we could play a local Halo. So at multiple nights over the 5 days we were there were 6 to 8 of us playing Halo 1, Halo 2, just local, like a local room type thing. Capture the flag, whatever, out of that Master Chief Collection. And that was a shit ton of fun. That was a lot of fun. Reminds me of our LAN party get-togethers where the person that snipes you's right behind you. So you hear them laughing as soon as they shoot you. And it's like, okay, I know who that was. That's fine. That's sure, you got me. I'll get you next time. And that may be the way to go. You guys have both been to multiple LAN parties that I've done with Halo, and this may be the way to go. You get so many game options, and there were some maps on Halo 1 that, as much as we've played Halo Combat Evolved, we haven't seen these maps, and you can select them for the custom maps. We haven't seen these, so it's like, where did these come from? This is great. We did the same thing, similar of sorts, with Mario Kart. And we discovered that Mario Kart, if you do it like a local multiplayer, it's 2 on one console versus 2 on one console. So we just decided to do 4 of us on one screen and have a good time and laugh and cut up and all that kind of thing. So that was a real good time. Cesar, we played Infinite this past weekend. We had a good time. So recently they have the event this week is called the Yappening, and that is a grunt. They call it the Ungoy is the grunts. They call it the Ungoy celebration type thing, and it's Cesar, as far as I could tell, it's the same modes we've been playing, but it's Fiesta added on top of it, which made it interesting. So you'd get Big Team Battle Slayer Fiesta, and you'd get no batteries. We never played a single round, did we, last night? All CTF and Slayer. So you would get Fiesta Slayer, and it would just be Big Team Battle Slayer with Fiesta, with whatever you ended up with, whether it was shitty weapons or not. Usually shitty weapons, right? And it was. Yeah. Or you get both, as friend of the show Jeremy puts it, you get both alien weapons. So you get a plasma pistol and plasma carbine or whatever that is. It's like, okay, these both suck ass. Let me run around and see if I can find somebody that died and get a BR or something I could kill somebody with. But we had some really good rounds with that. We had a lot of fun. I mean, there were other reasons we were threatening to quit and go to Master Chief Collection, but it was not the game types and the modes. Brent, I know you abandoned us on Saturdays, and I feel a certain way about it, and I'd like to take this time on this podcast to call you out and make sure that you rejoin us. Hi, my name's Richard, and it emotionally destroys me when I don't see Brant on Xbox. Hi, Cesar. Cesar, tell us how you feel. Yeah, they delete. They delete every time. Yeah. But Brant, I will say this is kind of the most fun Big Team Battle's been in a long time, just because of the randomness. It was finally something new. Like we've had all these. The game's been out what, almost 2 years now? Shit, year and a half. It's almost 2 years. It's basically almost 2 years, and we're finally getting a variation on Big Team Battle. We're getting a mode, a seasonal whatever, advance and get a new visor, or gloves, or whatever the bullshit is. Get a new thing, and it's Big Team Battle for once, which has never been a thing. So it's actually Cesar's like, wait a minute, I leveled up. How did this happen? Yeah. Yeah. Sure. I'll use a banana keychain. We were there. To play Halo. I'm always confused as to whether people are coming over to play Halo or we're going to play online. Like, I get it. I get it. My bad. My bad. Oh, woof. Yeah. Yeah. That checks out. Yeah. It'd be like that sometimes. 100% agreed. We did watch, now that you bring that up, while we're up there, we watched the first episode of The Rings of Power, the new Lord of the Rings series on Amazon Prime. Have y'all checked that out? It's awesome. It's so good. No, I loved it. I loved it. So I talked about it. I talked about it last week or 2 weeks ago about the soundtrack, just the score, how good that was, and the themes, and it drove it for me. Like as soon as I heard them, I was like, "Oh God, I know these themes," and it transcended what might have been. I'm not gonna say it's a mediocre media property, and this is a huge deal. And I think that I've only seen the first episode, and I thought it was really, really well done. But that score, because I had heard it and streamed it and listened to it, it elevated these themes and these characters. And I mean, we've all played RPGs our whole lives and played these games where we associate themes with people and how the impact of those are and how strong these music ties are and things like that. Oh God, it was so good. I highly recommend. Definitely check it out if you haven't so far. I'm gonna rewatch it with the missus because we saw it with a big group at like 2 o'clock in the morning because that's how these trips go. Yeah. And then we're gonna keep going from there. But it's incredible. I highly recommend. No mixed signals on that. It's awesome. It does not have to carry the weight of the Lord of the Rings trilogy, but it still feels like it's in that universe. It's somehow like I don't know the right way to explain that. It's like it's a continuation of everything you love about that without you don't hear the Hobbit theme. You don't hear the da 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 da. It's not just a music thing. It just doesn't have that, as soon as you jumped into Lord of the Rings, Frodo had the ring, and it was instant doom. And if he doesn't get it there, the whole world's going to end. And that set the pace for those 3 films, which were incredible. But you don't have that weight in this series. You're in the second age instead of the third age, So you have a whole other stories to tell. You have new characters. You have borrowed bits from the Silmarillion and other Tolkien lore, and it's just there you go. The Third Age, the Spider Killers. Brant, if they made a Second Age game out of this, day one buying it out of this property. They did a great job in the first episode. But it's the elves. You know the elves. You know the humans. The humans are like the weakest race in Tolkien's world, right? They are the ones who are susceptible to greed and the power of the ring and all those sorts of things. And you have a precursor race to the hobbits. You don't quite have the hobbits, but you have this other group. And it's just full of adventure and intrigue and mystery. And it's awesome. It's really, really good. Highly recommend. I'm going to wrap up games played with Metroid Prime. I played Metroid Prime out of the Metroid Prime trilogy. I sent Cesar this message. I happened to win one on eBay for $106, I think it was, shipped. The limited edition and everything. And it came, Cesar, I meant to message you because, yeah, Cesar, I lowballed every bid. I lowballed every bid for like 6 weeks. Because I got one when it came out from friend of the show, Strop. And I just never opened it. Like something else got in the way and this and this and this. So I have a sealed copy of Metroid Prime Trilogy. So it's like, I don't want to open this. And I talked about playing this on the podcast before. The Wii U version is forced 16:9. And it has a weird... It's like 15:9 or 14:9. It has a weird aspect ratio. It's not quite 100% right. So I've been messing around with eBay, and I got this one from Goodwill San Francisco for like $85, and then it was like $17 ship. So it was $106. I'm like, that's okay, because my lowest bid so far had been like $115. And when I got it, it was mint. You never know what you're going to get with some of these bids, and I popped it open, I looked at the disc, and I was like, this is like I just unwrapped this game. It is perfect. So I fired it up, and I'm halfway through like the intro mission of Metroid Prime, where you have the various suit and all that stuff, where you have all your missiles, and you don't have to unlock anything. You're not quite on Talon. You're on the it's like a derelict ship or something like that. And they're like these like Halo, the Halo map. This is the definitive way to play this game. That is with the motion controls, because I wasn't sold on them when I played the Wii U version. Like, maybe this is okay, but for some reason I felt like the GameCube one was the way to go. This is pretty slick. You hit the minus button on the Wii remote to pull up the scan visor, and everything is just so much faster. Like, you don't... I guess the Wii configuration with the nunchuck and the Wii remote has more buttons than the GameCube controller, but it's like, it's so much more intuitive to just bounce between the scan visor and jumping and shooting and clicking, and everything just seems way more intuitive. Hopefully next week we're talking about Metroid Prime coming to Switch, and then everybody can play this, but as of now, it's almost like a Skyward Sword situation where the motion controls, as much maligned as they were when it came out, that is the most intuitive and succinct way to play these titles. But I'm playing it on a CRT on the Wii, and it's beautiful. It's a good ass game. I'm probably gonna abandon my GameCube save file from a year or so ago and pick this one up, because it's just it's great. Unless in the next 7 days we find out there's another Metroid Prime port to another console. Yeah, since like last year, right? The Falcon. It's the Falcons of Nintendo games. Other M, the Ninja Theory game. Those are my games played. The Level 256 arcade in Asheville, North Carolina. Halo Master Chief Collection with local LAN. There are some weird configurations with that. Let me know if you want to know how to set up a LAN with Metroid Master Chief Collection. And all... Yeah, let's land some Metroid. Metroid Prime Trilogy also on its main screen will let you know how to do Metroid Prime 2 Echoes multiplayer. It's like right there front and center. Have you played that, Brant? Is it good? I've never played it. Yeah. 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 How'd it go? Really? What do you do in it? Is it like deathmatch or? Does it use the light and dark world stuff, or is it just like standard multiplayer? It does. Mountain Dew Zero mystery flavor voodoo. It's delicious. Also played some Also played some Splatoon 3, but I just did the intro. So I'm gonna let Cesar touch on a lot more than what I did with Splatoon 3. Splatoon 3. Splatoon 3. I was asking you about that earlier today to find out if that's because the tutorial made me play the motion controls. I was like, is this something they stick you with or what? Right. Boomer controls. Yeah. Oh, 30's the max. I got a golden ticket. Oh, really? Oh, I haven't walked over to him. Did you get crabs from him? You were carrying some teams, right? What I've what I've played of it so far is like, okay, this is Splatoon, like season 3. Like it's what we've been playing since the Wii U, right? Yeah. Revolutionary. 9 years. Gets a remaster every 3 years. I'm interested in this. Yeah. We're getting old, sir. It's like Wave Race. Hell yeah. Yeah. It's like the bandana from Metal Gear. Metal Gear. Mm-hmm. That's great. Damn. Damn. How'd you beat the dam level on the NES Turtles? Amen, brother. Sure. The Manhattan Project. That's the best one on the NES, in my opinion. It's a good game. The arcade one, yeah. Cowabunga! Whole bunch of cowabungas. The tournament fighters. I remember that. It's fucking weird. Hyperstone Heist. Turtles in Time. Turtles lore is complete. Yeah. Taste it. What? He never went that way. Sure. No. No. That's not okay. Awful. Awful. Yeah, no one's ever beat it. No one has ever said this. Good recap. Brant, bring us home. Amen. Oh. You never played the PS5 version, right? Yeah. Yeah. I'm with you. Like Last of Us Remastered. Really? Ooh. Wait, you played a new Resistance game? Hmm. Did you win? Wow. How about that? I think I've played that multiplayer. I think I redeemed mine. Is it that bad? Is it that bad? Is the campaign that bad? Is it that bad of a Resistance game? They did not understand the assignment. FIFA 2023. NFL Blitz 2023. What is that? What is this? Like Mega Man? Oh. What? Okay. Yeah, how does that happen? Please do. Hmm. Yeah. Did it have a slower CD-ROM? Because Russell and I famously, like, our most favorite Saturn game for so many years was a soccer game, and but it was just preloaded stuff. So it'd be like, today's match is Italy versus Japan. Yeah. Did it just have a slower CD-ROM like that, or why is it so off? It's weird. It's weird. A winner is you. How much is it? How much is a real one? What game? RoboPit. For Saturn. I never even heard of this. Oh. Teabag somebody? You teabag the robot? Hmm. RoboPit. Where did you dig this up? Did you find it? Did you find it somewhere? Or somebody gave it to you? This is lore I need to know. Have you ever played RoboPit 2? There's a RoboPit 2. Intergalactic Gladiators. Yes. This does not look like what you're describing. Two is RoboPit 2 is a Zenimax. It's a Zenimax game. We'll get it on. We'll get it on Game Pass. RoboPit. You had me at columns. Hmm. Do it. It sounds wild. Okay, Boomer. Boomer tilt controls, as Cesar put it. Damn. Teke. Huh. RoboPit. Uno. you're like, not the same. Is that it? Folks, y'all got anything else to add before we get out of here? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us this week, and we will catch you next week. Bye.